and welcome to Round Robin. I'm Robin McCormick, Communications and Marketing Director for Hampton, and today we're going to unveil the lineup for the Hampton Jazz Festival. With us is Crystal Breede, Marketing Manager for the Coliseum. And we're going to jump right in, and then we'll talk about the history of the Jazz Festival and what it means to people. But I know people are waiting to find out. So, Crystal, can you run through? Let's start with Friday night.
Yeah, we got a great lineup for this year. Friday night's going to be headlined by Charlie Wilson, who's been at the Jazz Festival for the past couple of years. We also have Natalie Cole, who has not been to the Jazz Festival since 1986.
Wow, that's a... Yeah,
so that'll be good to have her back. And then we also have Norman Brown and Gerald Albright. And then also we have newcomer Alex Boyd, who's actually from Northern Virginia. So that'll be pretty cool to have.
That's good. And that sounds great.
Yeah, so it's a great lineup for Friday night.
All right, so Charlie Wilson, big headliner. But really, I mean, I have to say, Natalie Cole's right up there.
Yeah, and it's cool to have someone that's been at the festival, years ago actually come back, because a lot of the folks that are coming to the festival have been coming for the past 45 years. So, it'll be good to see her again.
It's such a reunion. Okay, tell me Saturday.
So Saturday night we have Kenny G is headlining.
Kenny G.
Yeah. So, and then we also have another newcomer.
Now, is this? I'm going to back up on stick on. That's not his first appearance, is it?
Oh no, I think
he's been here.
This will be his fifth.
Okay.
So he was a few years ago we had him. But it's been a few years. And then we have another newcomer on Saturday night. We have Monica. So that'll be a great addition. Now,
Monica's going to be a name that younger people might know, but your more established audience might not.
Yeah, she's more of an R&B artist. They really try to mix it up for each of the nights to have, some smooth jazz, R&B, soul, and blues, kind of mix it up so there's something a little bit for everybody each night. And they're also trying to, cultivate, a younger audience.
Right, and new talent.
Yeah. So trying to just make their, something for everybody that they'll enjoy listening to.
Okay.
And then also on Saturday night we have Lettucey, who's been to the Jazz Festival actually she was the first timer back in 2009, so this is going to be her second appearance. And then we also have Will Downing to round out the Saturday night lineup.
That's great. Okay, and Sunday?
So Sunday we have Jill Scott is headlining. She's definitely a big favorite, and I think it was back in 2009 she was on the lineup as well. So it'd be good to have her
she's
back.
She's had a lot of hits and a lot of different, variety people she's sung with, so it's a little bit of a different sound probably than it was a couple years ago.
I'm sure everyone's going to be excited to have her back. We also have Kim, who was actually on the lineup last year, and everyone enjoyed his performance, so that'll be great to have him back. We also have Dave Cause, who's definitely no stranger to the Jazz Festival.
Right.
He's a great musician, and with him is going to be Candy Dulfer. So that'll be the smooth jazz act for Sunday.
Okay.
And then also opening on Sunday will be a local Hampton Roads band or jazz. So that'll be great to kind of have that local feel, on the Jazz Festival stage for Sunday. So
that is great. What a wonderful opportunity for a local band to be exposed to that kind of an audience.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have, and all their friends and family get to come and see them, play on the same stage as all the other artists with the Jazz Festival. So
may give them some sort of a boost.
Yeah, we're going for another 3-day sellout this year. So
do you think it'll happen? Did it happen last year?
Yeah. We had a 3-day sellout. Over 27,000 people through the building over the 3 days. So it was definitely. We'll find out. Once everybody gets this news of the lineup and the amount of buzz that it'll create, we'll have a really good feeling that it's going to be another 3-day sellout. So
well, it does sound like 3 really strong headliners and a lot of strong supporting cast. So I wouldn't be at all surprised.
Yeah, it'll be great.
And tickets go on sale when?
They'll go on sale this Saturday at 10 a.m. You can get them on Ticketmaster. You can charge by phone at 1-800-745-3000. Any Ticketmaster outlet. Or the Hampton Coliseum box office. Tickets are going to be $56.50 per performance, and the best place to get them would be our box office, because there's less fees at the box office.
Right.
It'll be $60 at the box office.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Wow. This sounds like a really good lineup. So, how many years have you been doing this, Crystal?
This will be my 6th.
Okay.
So it's definitely. it's one of our biggest events every year, and it's just great to have that many people in the building at once. It just really has a life of its own. And everyone's having a great time. They're, reunions with family and friends, and everyone's, got their best clothes on and just having a great time.
It's just such a fun event, and it isn't really confined to the Coliseum, because you have these thousands of people who are in town who spill out all over Hampton and at the restaurants and at other, whatever else is going on that weekend.
Yeah, I mean, really probably 50% of the audience comes from Hampton Roads, and then we have a good amount of people that come from all over the place. There's a lot of people from Richmond and a lot of people that come down from the Baltimore, D.C. area, and even New York, Florida, and California. So people a lot of them have been before and they moved away, and they come back and they tell all their friends that are in that area. And they just make it an event that they do every year. So it's
and it is almost another homecoming for Hampton University alumni, for example. I mean, the festival officially started at Hampton University and was outdoors. And how many years ago was that?
It started in 1968, so this is our 45th annual this year. So once the Coliseum was built, it was moved over to the Coliseum. Has been there ever since. And
expanded to what, 2 days first and then 3? It's been 3 for quite a while.
Yes. I think they tried 4 at once, but that was before I was involved. So.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
It's been 3 days.
Okay, and what makes this different than other concerts or other events at the Coliseum?
Well, I mean, it truly is. It's got a life of its own. People plan to come a year in advance. They don't even care. I mean, they do care about the lineup, but they're already planning to come. They're booking their hotel, a year in advance. All of our Hampton hotels book up, even some in Newport News sell out way in advance. So it's just, I just think, it's more than just a concert. It's more of it's above and beyond a regular concert event.
It's more like a party. I mean, it's more like almost like a family reunion. I remember I was interviewing a school crossing guard, and Miss Nancy has been a school crossing guard forever, but she's also, patrol assistant, and she works the Hampton Jazz Festival every year. And she said, people recognize her. She recognizes people as they're, as she's directing traffic. They're having conversations and sharing information, and it is, an old home week kind of a thing.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you may be sitting next to someone one night and you make friends, and these people come back the next year and they have new friends that they're connecting with, and so it's really cool to see.
Do you get a chance to hear the music very often?
I do stick my head in there and watch. So it's definitely a lot of fun. It was great. I was able to see Tina Marie the year before she passed away, so I felt honored that I was able to see her.
Oh, that's nice.
And we did. I think the craziest performance was probably I think it was back in 2009, 2008. We had Fantasia. And she wasn't pleased that the audience wasn't able to come up to the stage. So she went back and changed her pants and took off her shoes, and she was all up in the stands with the people, and that was just a crazy thing to see. But everyone loved it. And
oh, wow.
It was that was definitely a fun performance.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, I think one of my favorite memories has to be Ray Charles, and seeing him live. I think it was one of those events where it went long, and so he came on really, really late as the headliner, but it was so worth waiting for. I mean, you just get the opportunity to see amazing people and amazing combinations, when they go from one set or one style of music to another.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's there's definitely been some great names on that stage. So I'm trying to continue that tradition.
Really, most of the great names in R&B, maybe more than jazz, but R&B and jazz and some blues as well sometimes.
Yeah, we've had B.B. King before.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, Crystal, for coming by. I know people will be very excited about this, and I'm glad we get to break the news on Round Robin.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
And we'll come back and talk more about what's going on at the Coliseum at other times. But I know the Jazz Festival is truly special. So I look forward to it. And thank you all for tuning in for this announcement. And please come back to Round Robin.